hard work sometimes could only get you so far, but here it gets you really far.
That's right.
There actually is no ceiling, and you could do exactly what you want to do with this as much as you want.
Right.
The why is huge.
It is.
And it's different for every single person. And just as much as just simply asking somebody what their why is. Maybe they've never been asked that before and being like, why are you doing this? The cool thing is you're going to get to meet a lot of people from a lot of walks of life. And we're always traveling, so you're going to see a whole lot of the country too.
That's right.
So it's fun.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Behind the Knock podcast. Today I'm here with Zach Clark, or Clarky, or The Big Deal. Zach, tell us how you got that nickname, bro, The Big Deal.
Well, actually, it started off right when I started selling windows. It kind of worked out in my favor. The first couple months I started closing, I didn't really close anything less than $25,000. And so I didn't know any better. I didn't know that there was deals lower than that. But I learned that also. But yeah, I had a good strong run there for a while where we were doing big deals and helping people with their homes.
Must be nice, bro. Must be nice. Dude, I was closing a lot, but you were making me look bad with those fucking 30, 40K deals every week. God damn.
It's just the way I was taught. It was, whether it's a 10K deal or it's a $50,000 deal or $90,000 deal, I treated people the same and I acted like it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yep.
And people felt comfortable moving forward.
That's what it boils down to, bro. I think if you think it's a big deal, they're going to think it's a big deal.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, Zach, tell me a little bit about your past, bro. Kind of where this all begins. Where did you grow up?
So I'm originally from California. I was born in Huntington Beach. I grew up in Dana Point. Athlete. I played football at San Diego State, majored in international economics. Tons of sales experience. I've done medical device sales. I've done loans. I've done internet sales. I've even been a party chief as a surveyor on the oil pipelines. So I do kind of have a checkered past, a lot of sales experience. I've even done insurance sales for Allstate. So my main thing is I'm a people person. I love talking to people and I love helping them out. And at the end of the day, I won't even allow somebody to go forward unless I know I'm putting them in a better spot. And so I was at the end of my insurance career with Allstate. And I'd completely forgotten that I had applied for a window company and got an email back and was like, hey, you want to interview? And all of a sudden I was in an office with J-Rod and the rest is history. That was 4 years ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
Dude, we were in, was it 4 years ago?
3.5? Yeah.
Dude, I think it was 2.5 years ago. Cause it was like January 2023. No, March, April 2023.
Was it? Or I thought it was 2022. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, because you and I were in director training together.
Yeah, me, you, and Lucas.
Yep. Yeah. Lucas. I hope he's doing okay, bro.
Me too.
I hope he's doing okay. I really tried to help that kid. I drove him up. I drove him to Idaho.
The Idaho Falls trip. Yeah. You did everything for him.
I did everything. I let him drive my damn car and I rented a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Because he he actually drove his own car up there, but then it blew up.
Yeah.
He had
brand
just
new one.
bought a car.
Yeah.
And he drove it up there and it blew up. He didn't put oil in it or didn't check the oil or something. He was like, well, I just bought it. I figured it had oil in it, which you would assume, but
yeah.
used car dealerships, you never know. Yeah, dude, I was actually my favorite car I ever rented. It was a Audi RS5. I kind of treated myself, and that shit was fast, bro. I made Pat sick in that car one night. It was awesome. But yeah, dude, that director training was around April 2023. I remember because it was when I had just finished director training when I had my first kid.
Yeah.
And that
is
was
right.
Middle of April. Yep.
And that trip was huge for me too, because on that trip, I think we had like 8 to 10 directors. And I was obviously at the bottom of the totem pole. Like I just passed script. And so I just had to go out and self-gen.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody else got all the appointments, you know? And then all of a sudden, I'll never forget, young Noah calls and is like, I have a same day walk-in. You got to come in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you got to talk to Andres, bro. I'm like, it's not up to me. And then all of a sudden, Andres calls me and he's like, you go run that right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so my first deal was $75,000.
Damn.
And then the next one was 35, and then the next one was 28, and then I got another 28, and then that Monday, Andres was like, "You have a team." Like, okay.
It's crazy how quick it happens.
It does.
It's crazy how quick it happens. I inherited my team from Blake, actually.
Yeah.
Blake was my pod director, and right around the same time that I finished my director training, Blake left to pursue this.
Yeah.
And there was a team without a leader, and I just inherited that team, and we just
And you had
went
that
off.
killer trip in your hometown where your house was.
Yeah. So when I first became a director, you had to do your first 5 self-gens.
Yeah.
I did a next door post, and I got 7 leads off of that, and I closed 6 of them my first week as a director. It was fucking awesome.
Game changer.
Game changer. Yeah, dude. Look at us now. So Zach, you went to school.
Mm-hmm.
You played college ball.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that has contributed to kind of your work ethic?
Definitely. I mean, college football is definitely physically and mentally demanding, insanely tough, all while trying to get a college degree at the same time. So I've always kind of had the attitude that it's never that bad.
Yeah.
You know, and it could always be worse. And being in football, they try and make it worse.
Yeah.
And so with this, and especially with all the other jobs I've had, hard work sometimes could only get you so far. But here, it gets you really far.
That's right.
Like, there actually is no ceiling. And you could do exactly what you want to do with this as much as you want. And like, I know how we preached, especially the people coming in, is this could be your avenue to do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to give you insane people skills. It's going to make you confident in front of others. But more importantly, I can't really think of another job that you can make this type of money in unless you're an attorney, a doctor, or a dentist.
That's right.
And then that type of money could help you start what you want to do.
That's exactly right. And I think that's what a lot of people, that's what their goals are coming into this, is like, I want to do something else and I need something to be that conduit. And by God, is it that conduit? And more often than not, people just kind of sink their teeth in and they're like, actually, this is pretty good.
Kind of like it.
This is pretty good. Yeah. Yep. I got a pretty free schedule, and damn, I'm paying my bills more than I thought I could. I got money in the bank that I never thought I would ever see. You know, when you open up your bank app and you're like, damn, that's my bank account?
Right.
Shit. So,
that was the number one thing that I told people that were just getting started was, I could show you my bank account.
Yeah.
And like, the number one thing that I will tell you, which I'm sure you want to hear, is the money's real.
Oh yeah.
It is 100% real. It's not a joke. And there's no pulling teeth to have it go to your bank account. It just shows up there one day and then you don't know what to do with it.
That's right. And it's paid on the front end too.
Mm-hmm.
You're not waiting for installs. It happens.
You did your job.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And as long as you have a company that can back up the claims that you're making in the house, that's definitely an important part of it. And I think that that's why a lot of us left the previous organization, is because there was a lack of belief. Right. It was like, shit, dude, I don't know if this person is going to be taken care of.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I can't, if you don't believe in it, man, there's not a whole lot of, there's no spine. There's no spine.
And yeah, and that's what I've always believed in, is helping people.
Mhm.
I mean, if I know for a shadow of a doubt what I'm doing is going to only benefit people and it's going to be fulfilled on the back end, and these people are going to call me thanking me and everything, that's what it's all for. I'm not here to convince anybody to get our windows. I'm here to show you options and how great of an option that you have. And maybe you thought something like getting windows replaced in your house was not an affordable option. And now I'm able to show you that it actually is.
That's
and
right.
It's actually pretty easy. And if you just take a chance on somebody who's willing to try and get a great testimonial from you, we're trying to earn your respect and your cooperation and get your family members too.
That's right.
And so it gives me a lot more confidence when I'm explaining the whole process and the window and stuff.
Yeah. Yep. You know it's going to get done. It's going to get done right. Because honestly, the window's a great product. The window
It's
sells
amazing.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what they want to know is that they're going to be taken care of on the back end too.
Right.
Like, what if something goes wrong? What if something is damaged in the install? What
I'm
if
their first point of contact. Call
Exactly.
me and then I'll immediately get it fixed.
Yep.
It's not like, oh, this didn't come out the way we thought it was or that you said it was. Call me immediately.
Mhm.
I'll fix it immediately.
That's right.
And so it's not like, well, I called him 3 weeks ago. I got nothing. Now I'm trying to call him again. I'm getting nothing. Everybody gets my cell phone number. You call or text me any time of the day. If I don't answer, it's because I'm in another appointment, but I'll call you right when I get out.
Yep.
And so it's people knowing that I have their back.
It's usually what I tell people too. It's like, call me. If I don't answer, text me. I'll get back to you that same day because I'm probably busy.
Yeah.
I'm a busy boy. So, Zach, you've been around a little bit in the sales. You mentioned something about medical device sales. Can you elaborate on that?
I worked for a company called OcuSoft, which was an eye company. So we sold surgical equipment for ophthalmologists and optometrists. And so I used to have to sit in on eye surgeries and tell the surgeon how to use our product.
Oof.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was too much for me because the person was asleep, but their eyes were wide open. So they had to pull their eyelids back the entire time. But as far as the sales experience, it was tough because, I mean, you go into a doctor's office, you got the gatekeeper, the secretary at the front. I was probably the fourth person that day to walk into the office that needs to talk to the doctor. And so finding creative ways to like, look, just give me 60 seconds,
Yep.
you know? And then he'd walk out of one appointment room and be walking into the other. And he's like, you got 60 seconds. I need a pitch right now. And then having to do that. And then this was after in the medical industry where you were no longer allowed to take doctors out golfing or to dinner because that was called favoritism, and doctors were buying a whole bunch of prescriptions and tools that they shouldn't have just because the guy took them out to 5-star restaurants and golf courses. So
buying them Rolexes.
I literally had 60 seconds to get the point across and make it meaningful. And so the urgency of sale was something I definitely learned in that. With this, it's more of a consulting type of deal, is figuring out what their problems are. How many windows do you got? What are the problems with your windows? How long have you been dealing with these problems? Why haven't you changed it already? If I was able to fix all these problems and keep it affordable, would there be anything stopping you from moving forward today?
That's right.
A little bit different when you talk to a doctor, but it definitely gets the urgency going.
Dude, talk about like elevator pitch.
Oh my God.
Like, come on right now.
Or quicker. Yeah.
I gotta go. Do you feel like that contributed to your level of success in this industry?
Yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, especially when you first start doing that, I mean, you kind of have a little bit of intimidation factor and fear of a doctor, you know, and then you just realize that they're normal people too. Yeah. And that, you know, like a lot of our clients, they get knocked by other people. They got knocked 3 times before I got there that day, you know? And so what sets you apart is the care and attention to detail. And why are you different? And how am I going to be able to count on you? And that was a huge thing with the doctors too, was them having my cell phone number. You call me at 1:00 in the morning, I'll answer. It's all good.
Yep.
We're good. And I got you. Because there were sometimes I had to go in to sit on a surgery at 2:00 in the morning.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
The sales guy is in the surgery.
I was on
telling the
call
doc-
24/7
That's wild, bro.
because he would about to use one of our tools and be like, and is it, I turn it right or do I turn it left? And I'm like, right. You turn it right.
That seems like borderline unethical, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, so, and the crazy thing too is now you're making more money than a lot of those doctors that you spoke to. And you're selling windows.
I know.
Isn't that wild?
It's shocking for sure because, I mean, like I told you, I just got back from Europe for a month pretty much, and like not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, and it's because of windows.
Yep. It's because of windows. Being able to help people and getting paid doing it. It's
absolutely
awesome. So, you recently just came into our organization. What are some of the things that really drew you in?
Number one specifically would be the structure for sure. Where I just came from lacked a ton of structure. Partly due to a lot of the people that we worked with had been doing this for a while and kind of wanted to move away from the structure. And then finally coming to the realization that there was a point to the structure.
Yeah.
You know, that it worked and it was there for a reason. You don't have to like it, but it's successful at the end of the day, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Being accountable, not only to yourself, not only to your director, not only to your boss, but to your teammates. You know, how many doors did you knock today? I did 120. No, I did 140, you know, and like making it a competition, because once it's no longer a competition, and it gets monotonous, and nothing's good when it's monotonous. And so you just want to keep a constant grind, but fun, but make it a fun competition.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. And constantly revisiting those reasons why we're doing this, right?
The why is huge. And,
it is.
And it's different for every single person. And just as much as just simply asking somebody what their why is. Maybe they've never been asked that before, and being like, why are you doing this? And I've seen people that I've asked that to look at me confused.
Yep.
And they don't have an answer. And I go home and find the answer, or else let's not do this, you know? And once you find someone's why, then you work all day and night to try and figure out how to get them there.
That's right. Dude, craziest thing. So that day that you and I talked, I was out in Albuquerque. And the night before that, we had one of our guys come home from knocking. Me and Danny were sitting on the couch. We were kind of planning out the next couple of trips, and he came home and you could tell that there was something wrong. Like he was just beat up, and it was too early for him to be home. So I was like, hey man, what are you doing? What's going on? How is everything okay? And he just started like breaking down. And he was like, I don't know. I'm just getting my teeth kicked in and I just don't even know. And I'm like, well, Jared, what's up, dude? Like, why are you even doing this, man? He's like, I don't know. I'm an atheist. I don't have a family. Like, I have no reason. I have no purpose to even keep going. Sometimes I wonder, like, why I even want to get out of bed in the morning? And I'm like, holy cow.
You got bigger problems.
Dude. And we sat down with him. We took the time to just sit down with him and be like, you know, you've got to focus on yourself. We took him off the doors. Like, the rest of your doors tonight, if you go out there, you're just going to be burning doors. You're clearly not in the spot to be going out there. And we need you to, if you're not taking care of yourself, how can we expect you to take care of somebody else?
Right.
And that night, Danny went out, he got notebooks for everybody, and we were like, no more training. Let's talk about why we're doing this. And we had like a 2-hour conversation that night about your purpose and your why. And like, dude, where do you want to be a year from now?
Yeah.
What's that person look like? What is the thing that just, when you're getting absolutely destroyed out on the doors, what is that thing that you think about in the back of your head that just keeps you going? I think that that's more important than any training.
Yeah. Because, training on how to handle certain objections and excuse me, how to handle different types of personalities and stuff on the door. That's one thing. But in all sales, it's ebb and flow.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes the ebb is a real low, you know, and what's going to get you through that? And if you don't have a why, then you'll leave because it can be punishing, you know, and it's insanely rewarding. But if you don't have a why and can just wipe it off your shoulders and be like, it's just the name of the game. I'm going to go back to the Airbnb. I'll talk to Drake. I'll talk to Zach. They'll cheer me up.
That's right.
And we'll take tomorrow as a different day. But if you don't have a why and you're just kind of going through the motions, you won't last.
There's no long-term success involved with not having a reason. And by the way, the kid's a super talented music producer.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And he so he had God, I don't know how much I want to give out his, you know, but he had something crazy happen to him just recently, like some crazy medical stuff. And ever since then, he broke a controller, he broke his computer, and just hasn't been doing it. And Callum went out, took him to breakfast the next morning and was like, let's figure this out, bro. Let's figure out what your reason is. And come to find out, he's super talented music producer. And he's like, I feel like I'm letting myself down by not pursuing this. And dude, he went out, he bought a computer. He's working on buying a new controller.
That's so rad,
dude. It's everything, man. Knowing why you're doing this. And I feel like I'm pretty spoiled by having a natural why. You know, I've got a wife, a kid, and one on the way. Duh. Right?
It's pretty easy.
It's easy.
It's hard though for people, you know, they're 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
And they're like, they see the money that they could make and they're like, well, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
And they realize
let's go party.
There's a lot more to it than just getting paid. You got to earn it, you know, and earning it is tough.
It is. And what happens when it gets hard?
Right.
But I would say that everybody's got a mommy or a daddy.
Yeah.
And how nice would it feel to buy your mommy a house, right?
Right, exactly.
So if you don't know your why, dude, fucking buy your mom a house. That should be your why. So, Zach, you're pretty tenacious. I know that you want to move far in this company. We've talked a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
What's your goal? Like a year from now, what do you want to do? Where do you want to be?
A year from now, I'd like to be running my own office.
Okay.
For sure.
Do you know where yet?
No. Haven't really thought. I guess it depends on the next couple of months because I know that we're tackling new territories than what me and you are typically used to tackling.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess just getting a feel for it, whether it's New Mexico, Texas, I've lived in both, or wherever else we go, you know, just getting a feel for it, figuring out where I get in, where I fit in.
Yep.
You know?
Do you feel like you have the support to make that happen?
I do.
Good.
You mean from home?
From home, from us?
For sure.
Good. And that kind of leads into a great question. How important is spousal buy-in?
Massive. I didn't have it when I first started at JKR from my spouse or my parents. They were like, 1099, what are you doing? I'm like, yeah, but you can make this much money. And every job opportunity on Indeed says that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'd rather try and figure out that it's all fake than not take a swing, you know? And I mean, I got hired in like March. We didn't start training till April. I don't think I got a close till May, you know? I had to borrow money and pay my bills and stuff. But then, man, once you get the first one, the floodgates open. And I didn't even know what to do at that point.
That's right.
I'd show my wife my bank account, our bank account, and she'd be like, what? That's more than I make in a year. And you made it in 4 weeks. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's happening. And she's like, all right, but are you going to do it again? And then it just happened again and again and again. And it was like, I mean, I don't think once I got rolling, I don't think I ever made less than $20K a month. And if you would have told me that in the beginning, I'd have called you a liar.
That's
for
right.
sure.
It's hard to believe. And it's easy to get caught up in like the get rich quick schemes. Like,
Yeah.
dude, I couldn't tell you how many people have come to me and been like, dude, if you buy this set of products right here and then you bring 3 friends in, bro, by
Pyramid.
next year you're gonna be a millionaire. And honestly, it kind of seemed like that at first. I was like, this seems illegal. But was it worth it?
For sure. I think the number one thing that helped sell my wife too was Ben, who we used to work with, because he knew that I was dealing with criticism and non-belief. And then Ben met with me and Tanya, and he just showed Tanya his bank account. And Ben had only been there for 3 months and was paying bills and still had $50,000 in his bank account. And then Tanya looked at me and was like, okay,
Yeah,
we'll give it a shot.
let's do it.
You know?
Yeah.
And especially when Ben was like, I used to be the manager at Cracker Barrel.
That's right.
She was like, what? You're not a salesman? He's like, no. And she's like, all right, you could do this.
Yeah.
So that was the belief that she needed. And now she's all in. You know, she's like, probably because she gets a break. She's asking me, where are you going on your next trip? She's kicking me out the house.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's time for you to go on a trip. Go make some more money.
I need a spa day. I need some alone time. Yeah, bro. Well, cool, man. So for anybody like that's kind of on the fence about just getting into door to door in general, whether it's with us or with somebody else or in the window industry or out, what would you have to say to somebody?
I would say it's probably one of the best things you could possibly ever do for self-development. It is scary for sure. It's going to be hard, but the people skills that you develop, whether you end up staying in the window industry or you move on to something else and you start your own company, you're going to need people skills doing that. You're going to have to be able to relate to people. You're going to have to be able to take care of people. You're going to have to be able to explain yourself to the T of exactly what's going on. There's no better experience than face-to-face. And like I said, I've done inside sales. It's real easy for people to hang up the phone on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit harder to slam the door on you, but people are great at it, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But the wins are so overwhelmingly satisfying.
Yep.
And you overwhelmingly get paid great for it.
That's right.
And knowing that somebody who originally at the very beginning of the conversation told you absolutely not, and then you sign them up, and then they call you back 2 months later and are just praising, I cannot believe how much you helped us out. And you're like, look, all I needed was just you to put your guard down for a second and realize I'm here to help you.
That's right.
It's really rewarding too. But I know people get worried about the door to door. It is tough. It is strenuous. The cool thing is you're going to get to meet a lot of people from a lot of walks of life. And we're always traveling, so you're going to see a whole lot of the country too.
That's right.
So it's fun.
You get to hang out with some cool people.
Yeah, definitely.
You get to be involved with some cool cultures, and even if you don't get a bed on that first trip, dude, I slept in the kitchen. My first pod trip, I slept on an air mattress. We had to move the kitchen table outside so that I could blow up my air mattress in the kitchen.
Oh my God.
But dude, it's all worth it. It's all worth it in the end. You get to hang out with awesome people, meet awesome people. And Jeremy Miner, everybody knows Jeremy Miner. He always says that door to door is where you should start your sales journey.
Yeah.
Door to door is where it should all start because it's all easy from there. If you can deal with the quick rebuttals and the massive amount of shutdowns, then you can go anywhere and you can do anything. Facial
expressions, body language, all
tonality.
of it. Because I first started with inside sales, and I knew a ton of people that I worked with that were unbelievable because anybody could be a hero on the phone.
That's right.
Try doing it face to face at someone's own property that you're technically not welcome on at the moment, you know? It's way more of a learning curve, but it doesn't matter what you do in life after this. If you stay with it, great. It's not for everybody. It is for a lot of us, like me and you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just going to make you that much better in whatever you decide to do later on in life.
That's right.
Anywhere from hairdressing to running an internet company to running a restaurant, you get to know people and you get to learn how to read people and how to help them.
That's exactly right. Yep. Well, I think we'll end it there, Zach. Thanks for joining. Come back next time. Like, follow, subscribe, and all that fun stuff.
All right.
See ya.
Sounds good, guys.